Good evening, everybody, and thank you for joining us tonight for what promises to be another cracking race. We've had two fantastic races already, and by the looks of it, we're just waiting for one driver to join tonight, and then we're good to go. So yeah, tonight is round 3, Canada. Before I quickly bring Dave in, we'll just quickly run through the table. We've got DRL, who have practically dominated the last two events, lead the table on 90 points. They are represented tonight by Alpamutke, 2 poles in 2 races. Can he carry that form on tonight? We've got Yor, who we know from IRC Elite, Orb King, and 2 debutants of S. Graham 1982 and Kvyat Torpedo. Sounds very ominous, does that? But we'll go with it. We've got Zenith, New League, formed from IRC Elite, who are represented tonight by Simo, raced Australia. We've got Lucas, who raced last night. We've got reigning IRC only IRC Elite champion, been with IRC since day one. We welcome Slimbo representing Zenith tonight. We've got Jamie One, who raced in Australia. Unfortunately, race come to an end on the infamous turn 12, and another IRC favourite of Dan Murphy, representing his new league of Zenith. So big raps for them boys. Looking forward to seeing how they go tonight. And from GFO, a further 10 points down with 42, we've got Big Virgil, and we've decided to go with G Cassetsos. Yeah, we may struggle with that one. Mauros, Mike Timista, and Panaji. So a complete change in the grid there, apart from Big Virgil. So looking forward to see how they go. And last but by no means least, we have the IRC boys on 34 points. Still not out of it. Mathematical, the scoring system lets people jump up. So tonight we're represented by Steo. He's raced everyone, and I think he's racing everyone. Tisa Morales, who returns tonight after racing Australia. Debutant in Physico 04. JM Sprint, who's raced everyone, and another IRC debutant as him, Carl. So that is the grid for tonight, and I think Dave's here.
I am.
Dave,
how
last
are we?
2 races.
Fantastic. Right, this couldn't have started any better. We've had 2 different winners in DRL, and last night GFO with the Cypriot Spanias taking what was a surprise victory. I watched the race back, Matt. He started down in 6th place.
Yeah, he was.
Just came through the field, took advantage of Alpimutz and Jacob battling away, and then took it and ran. A great victory for GFO, puts them on 42 points. It's beautifully poised. We're not even halfway yet. It can all change, as we've seen in the first 2 races.
Oh yeah, mate. I saw your post on the Zenith thing today about the battle for first when we had 3 cars abreast going into turn 1. I think, like you said, that's one of the best moments I've seen in esports. It
really was
edge of your seat stuff. I know me and you, we commentate on
I
this because we
up,
love
mate.
it. We commentate on this because we love it, and we come out of here. We must come out of these rooms like we've been racing ourselves.
Yeah. It was.
I think we're ready to go.
Those 3, in fact, everybody again throughout all 4 leagues have been fantastic, and like you said, 3 abreast for the lead. That was not the only time either. They were 3 abreast a few times in that race for the lead. Clean, good racing, fair racing as well. Spanias came out on top and did a fantastic job. I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do again tonight for GFO. Great to see some new names again. GFO have got quite a few new names. Mavros in there, KG.
Cassetsos.
Cassetsos are going to struggle with that one. So it's great to see some new names. Of course, Zenith are on to the new names, and of course IRC 2 new names in there as well. And I think Kvyat, like you said, Kvyat Torpedo, could be one to watch.
Especially into turn 1.
There's some guys that haven't picked their cars. Some of the DRL boys are yet to pick their multiplayer cars, hopefully. And him, Carl, hopefully they're... Matt, you were in spectate, weren't you?
I hope so, now you said that. I think I was, yeah, I think I was. I think I double-checked.
Every night there's something, hopefully not tonight. So round 3, Canada, again, completely different track to what we've seen so far. Australia, street race, walls very close in. We had 2 safety cars there last night. The fast, long straights of Italy. Again, another safety car there as well last night. And now we're into a street road track again. Changed over for when the Grand Prix are on. The fantastic Gilles Villeneuve Canadian Grand Prix. What a circuit this is. A completely different challenge to what they faced so far. Very stop-start track. Straights followed by sharp, heavy braking, followed by straight, followed by heavy braking. There is a few DRS zones, there is some good overtaking zones, but as well, like the other 2 races, the walls are close together. It's an old school track, and any mistake into the wall could very well bring out a safety car.
I mean, I love this track. It's one that was always going to be on the calendar, so we'll see how this one goes. But yeah, I think we said it after the first night. It couldn't have gone any better. I think the last night was equally as good. You know, we've not dished out any penalties from last night. There was a few bumps and grinds, but you get that in esports. So as long as the drivers are happy with it, we're happy.
But even those bumps and grinds were, you know, there was nothing intentional at all. And in fact, you know, all the drivers from the footage I've seen tried to get out of it as well. It was just bad luck, and most of it was at the start of the race with the heavy fuel loads and the cold brakes and tyres. All is good. This is the halfway point, really, round 3. As the cars coming out on track, just to recap on who to look out for. So the GFO cars, who I think are making their way on track now, are in the blue and white. I think we've got some GFO boys out there, like going out early on. There they are. So that's one of the GFOs.
Last night's race winner, GFO Spanios, just leaving the pits. Good drive from Spanios last night.
Yeah, cracking drive. Actually, it went pretty unnoticed as well, because it got out in front, and of course Jacob and Alpian hold each other up. He took that to advantage and ran off at the front. Started in 6th place.
I have the weather report.
Oh, what we got there, Matt?
Oh, keeping that one to myself.
Now, Matt, we know in IRC Elite last year and Zenith now, we did not have one wet race last season. So none of these guys for Zenith raced in a wet race last season. So if it's wet, it could be compromising.
We have 3 raindrops after 40 minutes of the race, so it could get wet at the end.
Towards the end. Wow, that will play a mix into strategy. That's one to watch. 3 raindrops. Wow. I remember a couple of seasons ago in the
when
IRC,
I say 3 raindrops, I don't mean on the track, I mean on the graphic.
Yeah, that's it. 3 raindrops.
That's it.
Remember in the IRC Elite race a couple of seasons ago in Belgium? Is it spitting now?
No.
Oh, for goodness sake. You're upsetting my flow. Anyway, in Belgium a couple of seasons ago, the safety car had to come out because of the severity of the rain, didn't it? We were commentating on it at the time, and we couldn't believe it. It was raining so heavily that the safety car came out. So,
like we've said all last season, Dave, that's probably one of the best races that we've ever seen. Was both there commentating on it, so it was one of them we was there moments.
Absolutely was, as Kvyat will be the first man. As Mavros has had a collision with his GFO teammate Mike, and has had a 5
place grid penalty.
Wow, what has happened there? Well, obviously they've bumped into each other, but how on earth have they done that? They're both in their outlaps.
Spanias has invalidated his flying lap, so we'll go on board with his Alpamuk.
Kvyat will be the next. Kvyat's coming through the World Champions now. He's going to be the first man to do a time. His world count for the DRL driver, making his debut tonight, and he's straight for 1:10.9.
I expect us to get into the 1:8s, which there you go.
Well, there you go, 1:8 straight away from KJ Kaletos. I'm going to struggle with that one.
Kaletos will do. He will.
Kaletos. We'll settle for Kaletos. Apologies to any of the Greek or Cypriot drivers whose names I get wrong. It's
IRC Slimbo. Zenith Slimbo. There's no purple.
IRC champion. Zenith.
IRC champion. Zenith debutant.
I tell you what, Matt, old Sprint's had a good time there to get ahead of Tisa Morales as Fissy does his first time on his debut. Jamie's invalidated. Slimbo crosses the line. 1:08.4.
We all know what Slimbo can do.
But qualifying's never been his big. Well, towards the end of the season, actually, he got better in qualifying, but it's never been his strongest point. Watch your left-hand side as Yor goes into 2nd place. Yor pushed Slim all the way in the championship last year. It'll be a fun front row there. A few more cars crossing the line now. Invalidation. JB1's invalidated. So what about Steve crossing the line? Up into 4th place. 109.4 from the IRC
Big
driver.
Virgil just run around the hairpin onto the back straight. So we'll see his first representative time tonight. DRS wide open. Yeah, third race. He's done all 2. As has Steo and Sprint.
And Alpumut for DRL as well. No Mat 2 tonight. Mat 2 won in Australia. I think he salvaged a 6th place after a tricky night as a Big Virgil goes 5th
with a 109.2.
Jamie on a flyer now, so it looks like he's going to go again. Time's coming in thick and fast, of course. Short quality for this setup. Dan Murphy out there as well. Himcar making his debut in the competition tonight as well.
Lucas has done his time on the mediums, a 109.5.
Is he saving for softs? That's an interesting gamble. Jamie, I think, has backed off. His DRS is not open, so no time this time for Jamie. What about GFO Mike? He's invalidated. Nothing from him. S. Graham for DRL on his first outing for the DRL team. What can he do? Down the start finishing straight. DRS wide open. Down the short, relatively short start finish straight. So 11.3. I've got a feeling there's been more time to come from him.
Alpumutke has invalidated his flying lap, so he's back in the pits.
And comes in the pits, yes. And he's been pole in both races so far. Yet to convert those poles to wins, though. 1 second, 1/3.
We've got somebody with GFO Mike now, who's just coming onto the last chicane. No, he's not, because he's going in the pits.
I've got Mavros here. GFO Mavros, he's on outlap. So what about Spanias? Last night's fantastic winner for GFO. A little bit slidey there. Oh, and again, the curb's really catching the Cypriot driver out. Great to have a great mix of nationalities, Matt. Really is fantastic to see.
And like we said, before we went online, there's no real lag issues, which I was a bit worried about.
No, bizarrely not.
Not even from your either. Was renowned.
Don't jinx it yet. I've had all the technical problems so far.
Don't you say the P word either tonight.
No, the P word is strictly banned tonight. I have nothing but jinx my boys so far. So Spanias down to the hairpin. Little bit doesn't look bolted to the road, but however his car should be slippery in a straight line. Yet again, another straight will lead to another big breaking point and the wall of champions, the infamous.
We've got Dan Murphy just in front of him, Dave. Just about to set his first time. Who goes 4th with a 1.8.
Spanias goes fastest. And Spanias, wow, what a time! 1.080 from last night's winner. And my word, either Track Evolution or this man has got some serious speed yet again.
I think we've seen his serious speed, mate, to be fair, haven't we, last night? You know, it wasn't a race given, it was a race earned.
I'll tell you what I noticed about Spanias last night. The way he came through the field, all his overtakes were superb. Very clean, very quick, very consistent, and that is a hell of a time.
All the overtakes make sense. I know we had a few bumps and ground, but you get that in sport, don't you? It's
Oh, sorry, Matt. You're spin off the road. Sorry to cut you off there. I think on a flying lap. Was off the road at turn 5 and 6.
No damage, has he?
Hasn't got any damage. He gets out of everybody's way, cruising down as we've got. Dan Murphy's gone to 6th place. Good time there. Just a second.
Yeah, 109.
What else we got out on track? We've got Slimbo going back out. Should get 2 runs in. Very short lap. We're in the 108s. Should see 3 runs. We've got Lorenz on.
Just on board with Physico now. He's just
last night, so.
Just about to set a first sector time. He's 2.5 tenths up on his time, so I'm biased, but I do love that car.
Let's go, GFO.
I've not checked the comments yet.
Fissy out there at the moment. Looking forward to seeing what Fissy could do. Who was that? Simo's gone 3rd. Simo, yet again. A dark horse, a bit of a surprise package. 3 tenths off Slim. Just look how narrow the times are from 3rd downwards. 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. Very close together. And 8th with Orb King. A little bit of a gap then to Big Virgil. Fissy about to complete his lap now.
He was setting a similar time to his first lap. Gone to his 2nd sector time, so it's all about 3rd sector for Fizzy.
Can he avoid the wall of champions? Yes, he can. Now, what sort of time can he do here? It is
1:10.3. Was it an improvement?
Just off sprint. Kvyat has invalidated his time. Alpumut, right, pressure on this young man. Although he's at a purple middle sector, so this could be possibly 107 territory. He's got a bit of traffic. In fact, he'll have a big toe from the GFO boys.
And the Zenith boys. He gets a double toe.
And the Zenith, yeah, he's going to get a lovely toe. But can he get a slow down time for the final chicane, the Wall of Champions? Here comes Alpumut now. The black and red car, there he is. The Zenith car pits.
That looked
This could put him in the 107s.
And it does.
It goes at 107.7. Wow, wow, wow. Alpumut again. For DRL, that could well be the third pole position out of 3 for the Turkish driver.
That's going to be a tall order to beat that one.
Jamie's gone 4th. So Zenith are lying in 3rd, 4th and 5th. It's DRL from GFO, from Zenith, DRL, GFO, Zenith. Dan Murphy out on medium tyres.
Yeah, my boys are starting together again by the looks of it.
So we've got Mike out there. GFO Mike. Invalidates. So easily done. I hope this is not another race we're going to see hampered by penalties.
Who picks up the fast place grid penalty, Dave? Can you remember?
It was either Mike or Kalestos. I'm not sure. It's definitely one of the GFO boys because they ran into each other as Mike has backed out of it. So
we are going to see drivers move up, aren't we?
We are. As the flags out again. A lot of cars on the road again.
Just on board with Lucas as he's coming up to the last chicane now.
Lucas on medium tyres. So Lucas...
Yeah, he did his first run on mediums.
Saving the softs then. You won't want to start on mediums. Dan Murphy also on medium tyres. Lucas goes 12th on medium tyres. 3 laps old, so he's definitely going to have a run on the softs because we do not want to start 3 lap old tyres. The skies are getting a bit murky.
I didn't see the qualifying weather, but...
Dan Murphy also on a lap on the medium tyres as well. Alpumut from Slim's gone 2nd, Matt. Just 2 tenths off.
Gets into the 107s, yeah. So I think we saw Slim get into the 107s in IRC Elite this year, didn't we?
We did. That was Jacob. Jamie won this race for IRC Elite last season. He's got some pace round here. So again, a great mix at the front.
Just on board with Spanias, last night's race winners. He's coming up to the last chicane.
The track is ramping up, Matt. We should see times get quicker and quicker. Spanias round the Wall of Champions. Get a little love tap on the wall. The shortest line possible to start finishing. It goes fastest to the 107.6. Woohoo! We've got a hell of a shootout here between GFO, DRL and Zenith. This is getting good. What about Yor?
On board with Yor now, yeah.
Yor is just starting his flyer now. A lot of traffic out there as well. Keep an eye on the left-hand side of your timing screens. It's about to go. It's about to get a bit crazy out there. Times are coming in thick and fast.
Sprints in Graham's in and signals the next one to cross the line. Nope,
We've got 5 minutes to go. Kvyat, is that Kvyat out? Was that Kvyat has binned it on the back straight?
It has. He's out.
So not the debut that Kvyat would have wanted, or DRL. Kvyat has binned it on the back straight. How has he done that? I'm on board with Yor, so we should see the stricken... in fact, Yor's trying to pick up a toe from one of the IRC boys there. Yeah, look, he's binned it wheel off, completely off.
I'm just on board with GFO Collecticos now.
Spanias on provisional pole, just from Alpumut, just from Slim. Bit of a gap then to JD. What about Yor? What can Yor do? He goes at the 4th place, and now he gets within half a second as well. Good time there from Yor.
Some cracking sound
Simo on the back straight. As Lucas and Dan Murphy now opting for soft tyres. Simo about to finish his lap. Oh, he cut the wall. He cut the chicane.
Validated, did he?
Yeah, that's gutting for any driver. You work so hard. He was up as well, and in all his hard work ruined in the final.
Collecticos goes P4 with a 108.3.
GFO looking punchy tonight again. Great to see. So we've got GFO at the front, followed by DRL, Zenith. GFO, DRL, Zenith, GFO, DRL, GFO, followed by Zenith, and then Steve, the leading IRC. But as we've seen in 2 races so far, IRC don't qualify
means
too
nothing,
well,
no.
but but watch him in the race. That's when they come alive. Fissy is out there as well, and so is
on board
Hinkal.
with Fizzy now.
Alpumut back out there. 3.5 minutes to go. This is going to come thick and fast
I think
now.
we'll get everybody out
Watch
the
those
last
times.
couple of minutes.
Oh, Big Virgil invalidates. The times are so close.
Fizzy
Between...
smashes the wall of champions then.
Has he got damage? I think he has.
If he hasn't, I don't know how.
Yes, he has. He's got a big chunk of front wing missing, and I don't think he'll have time to get back round and out again. Slim out there as well, so the battle for pole is about to be resumed. Jamie's still in the pits. Alpumut is
Big
he on a
Virgil
fly?
pits.
Let's see his first sector.
What we got, Dave? What are we on with?
I'm on Alpumut. I can't look if he's on a flying lap or not. I think he is on a flyer.
He's a 10th up on his time. He is.
Yeah, he's on it. He's on it. And a 10th would take him provisional pole position. Down to the hairpin. No, this looks slow to me. This doesn't look full speed.
Yeah, that
from,
is 1.3 seconds up. So yeah, that's.
He is full speed. Yellow flags out for traffic. Alpumut is potentially about to blow the field away. No, he's not. He's backed off.
He's backed off. He was 1.3 seconds up. Sector 2, so that was obviously a back off.
This looks slow now. He's going on, so he's going to start a lap now. Slim and Spanias both out there.
Mavros goes straight on at the 10-8, I want to say.
2 minutes to go. This is it. This is it right now. We're about to get a flurry of action. Orb
On
King
board
out
with
there
Dan
for
Murphy,
DRL.
Dave. We've not been on board with
Dan
him
Murphy
yet,
there now. Nope, be on the medium tyre so far, as has Lucas, so we could see a nice improvement from the Zenith boys. T. Sammy, the reigning Super League IRC champion out there as well in 15th place. Just behind Steve, just ahead of Sprint, just behind Big Virgil.
I think we'll see everybody out there soon.
Well, we've got a minute and a half left, and there's quite a few in the pit still. Fissy has made it back in. Can he get back out? Mike is done, so is Mavros, so is Orb King. What about Dan Murphy? Down to the chicane he comes now. Can he avoid the wall? That's a lovely exit. Well, shortest route down to the start, finishing straight for Dan Murphy. Puts himself into 9th place. Just behind Simo, who is back out there. A lot of traffic, a lot of traffic.
I think we'll see everybody out, mate. I really do.
I think, apart from Fissy, Fissy's missed the boat, and so Alpumut's in, so he will not go again. What about Spanias and Slim? Slim's invalidated. So he's about to start his lap now. Spanias is already around his lap, so let's go on board with Spanias, who's already halfway around his flying lap. Can he improve? Slim made a mistake when it mattered, so can he get round and go again? 43 seconds to go, he has started his flying lap.
He's down in sector 1 with Spanias.
Purple middle sector though, Matt. Purple middle sector for Spanias. This could cement what should be pole position for the Cypriot driver.
Yeah, he's still slightly down on his time, but like you said, purple middle sector.
Just got to get the wall of champions right, and that's easier said than done. Half the time. We're about to get a flurry of times coming in. That looked absolute. Oh, and tapped the wall of champions. Will it make any difference to his time? No, it doesn't. It's a 1:07.5. He does improve.
Go faster.
Oh, what about Slim? No purple sectors from Slim. Can he at least get on the front row? The reigning IRC Elite League champion. Dan Murphy is done in 10th. Lucas has jumped to 8th. All 5 Zenith drivers in the top 10.
I'm just on board with Steel now. He's improved his first sector time by just short of a 10th.
Check a flag out. Slim invalidates over the final chicane. He's done. He will not improve. So Spanias, as it stands, should be on pole position. What about Kalesos? Again, apologies if I'm saying his name wrong.
Steel is now 2 tenths up in his time, which would put him. May put him in top 10.
That could put him 12th if he can hold it on. Here we go.
As a lovely turn on the back straight.
T. Sammy picks up 11th. Steve gets a nice tail front of the Zenith drivers. Sprint and S. Graham are done, and Fisico's done. Himkal's still out there. But what about Steve?
Crosses a line to go.
Lucas is
15th.
done. 15th for Steve. What about Jamie 1? Jamie 1 pits, he invalidated. So it's Spanias on pole position. Last night's winner. What a great time. 1:07.5, a 10th and a half ahead of Alpumut. Ahead of your, so your jump Slim for 3rd at the end. So we've got GFO from DRL, Zenith, GFO, and Zenith, rounding out the top 10 with Tisa Morales just behind Dan Murphy.
Yeah, I think that's
IRC.
it. That is it. Of course, with the if it was Mike who picked up the 5th-place grid penalty, he'll drop to P11.
Oh, that's going to benefit the Zenith boys all up one, and T Sammy should jump a place as well. I'd make that.
And he will get fresh tyres, will T Sammy.
So there is your grid, and it is Mike with... No, it's not Mike, it's Mavros. It's Mavros in 14th. That's a 5-second penalty.
That won't make any difference, will it? Well, it will, obviously, but...
It will to Mavros.
Yeah.
So Spanias, look at that, Cypriot from Turkey. It's how they finished the last race, and they've carried on their rivalry again. GFO from DRL.
I tell you what, we've had 3 cracking qualifying sessions.
Really have. And that's speed and that pace from Spanios and Alpumut. Absolutely mighty. Slim will be kicking himself. Did a 107.5 in the IRC Elite race in qualifying a few months ago. Months? Of course. Right. The championship as it stands coming into this race, of course.
Oh.
The
grab a
championship
drink before we start.
Is, of course, DRL 90, Zenith 52, GFO 42, IRC 34. That's set to change. No doubt about it,
that,
Zenith.
mate. Unless we have
Zenith
20
5
retirements.
cars in the top 10. We could, it could be, well, the rain forecast at the end. Lovely conditions now, of course. Rain forecast at the end. Safety cars will no doubt play a part in this race as well. It always does. As we get ready for the formation lap. Hopefully we can have a nice, clean and tidy start, but the wall's so close together. It's so easy to bring out the safety car.
Isn't it? Tricky. Well, it's 10-3 class, isn't it?
I think the whole lap one's a tricky first lap, actually. It's a really a lot of stop-start, like I said at the start. This track is straight stop-start, straight stop-start. It's a tricky one to get right as the formation lap starts. So,
no brainer for me starting on the mediums if you're outside the top 10. If that rain comes late enough. Alright,
well, will it come? Well, yeah, they're going to know before we do. So we'll go through the grid. So Spanias for GFO on pole, Alpumut for DRL on second. Yor finished third in the last race, of course, for DRL, starting third. Slim, the IRC reigning Elite League champion, fourth for Zenith. KG Collectos in fifth for GFO. Mike TM up there in 6th place for GFO on his first outing. Jamie 1, 7th for Zenith. Lucas 8th for Zenith. Simo 9th for Zenith. And Dan Murphy 10th for Zenith. That's a great image for the sponsors and the league with all 4 cars lying astern. That's one for the pictures.
The John Player special one.
Yeah, that's it. T Sammy, the reigning IRC Super League champion, in 11th place on the soft tyres. Then we've got Big Virgil on the medium tyres for GFO. Orb King DRL, also medium tyres. Steve, you're going soft and attacking at the start then with JM Sprint, who's he's had a really good outing so far for IRC. He starts in the mediums. S. Graham on the mediums for DRL, then 50 on the softs. Him Carl on mediums. Mavros, who was docked with that penalty, and soft tyres for GFO, and Kvyat Torpedo for DRL on the soft tyres as the cars make their way round the final chicane onto the start-finish straight. I am looking forward to this one. Safety cars, weather, we could have all the elements. Remember Canada of 2011, the greatest Grand Prix of all time, that had everything. We could, we could get something similar, but that would mean Kvyat winning down at the back if you wanted to repeat a button. Could happen. Stranger things have happened. Anything could happen in esports, and it usually does. To quote the fantastic best commentator of all time, Murray Walker. I think all 20 cars are on the grid, lined up. We are ready. Round 3 of the IRC Invitational Cup. We'll have a pause of about 25 seconds. Have a cup of tea.
And we should
put it down and get ready and go. Oh, it's a bad start for
Slim, I think it was.
Terrible start. Oh, yours lagging everywhere. They may come into the GFO boys. Oh, yours lag is causing problems. But
that is your, lap one lag.
Virtual safety car.
Orb King
5-second penalty. Kvyat 5-second penalty. What has happened at the back there? And they're still trying to work out positions. S. Graham 5-second penalty. T Sammy's down to 15th place.
What
has happened?
He's been punted somewhere, I think.
So we've got Steve up to 13th. So Spanias Alpumut from, well, it's from Collectos up to 3rd place. You're 4th, Mike, then Jamie 1. Who had the damage? Oh, no, Jamie 1's got damage.
Yeah, I think it was a Zenith driver going into another Zenith driver at the back. It was Jamie 1 going into Slim at the start.
Bad news. Dan Murphy, 8th, Lucas Knives. All the Zenith boys, the line of stern from 6th down to 10th. And then Big Virtual. Kvyat's up from last to 12th. Well, Matt, I said at the start, stranger things have happened. He's already P12 on the soft tyres. Safety car
still out.
What is going on there? Yours lag caused absolute... and yours been passed by Mike. Wow, Mike's got the jump. They're going side by side. You're just avoids it. Mike cuts across the grass. Jamie Ward right behind as well. You're got past right on the restart. And now, look. The GFO boys are locking at the top 4. They're currently 3rd in the championship. Slimbo passes Jamie Ward. I think Jamie Ward the damage may have let Slim go.
Yep, the only one out of the top 4 is Alpamukka. It's not GFO.
DRL, one car in the pits,
top of the wall there.
The lead, Orb King in the pits. But the leaders, DRL, have 2 cars in the points as it stands. Of course, you're in 5th place. However, they're in 2nd and 5th, and Alpumut and Spanias resume their battle from last night straight away. What a start by Collectos and Mike TM.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happened to T Sammy. He's dropped like a stone.
Slimbo right behind Yor, then Jamie 1, Dan Murphy, Lucas, Simo, Big Virgil, followed by Kvyat, who's got Steve right behind him. Steve down the inside of Big Virgil. He's on the soft tyres, of course, and gets through around the inside. A little bit of blocking of wheels. It's good, clean racing. Kvyat tries to barge his way through around the outside. It's still pretty clean. Kvyat's going to watch that weaving, though. Covers the inside. Looks like the Zenith boys in swap positions. Jamie's let Dan Murphy go. Still, Kvyat holding off Steve. Alpumut fastest lap. Is that one of the IRC boys pitting, Matt? It's T Sammy.
T Sammy. He must have got damage, mate.
And Himcarl in the pits as well. Great start for Spanias, and he and Alpumut are starting to check out at the front. 2 great drivers, GFO drivers there, are nose to tail with Yor and Slim catching him. Bit of a gap into Dan Murphy and Jamie, Lucas Simo.
Steer spins.
What have you seen?
Steer spin's gone on the inside of Kvyat, I think it was. Mavros has got past as well.
Oh, no, it's Steve in 14th, just having a bit of tricky. It's not as easy to pass around here that it has been in Italy. Himcarl coming out the pits as well. Long way to go. We know it can all change. Spanias leading just, and now Alpumut will have the DRS as a second gap then to Collectos. Oh, he's got a bit of a traffic jam behind him. Oh, my word, and I think Simo hit the back of Jamie. I've got a feeling 2 IRC boys, Zenith boys have hit each other.
You've done that every night, Dave. We're now in night 3.
I thought I got away with that. Simo may pass Jamie now. In fact, they are. I think Jamie's letting him go. In the background, Simo up to 9th. Jamie with the damage now 10th. Can he hold off Big Virtue? And one of the Zenith boys are pitting, and it's Lucas.
Lucas.
Has Lucas got damage? Slimbo fastest lap of the race. Lucas, no damage, straight onto mediums. Now, is he preempting the rain at the end? This could be a wise move. Is he preempting the rain at the end?
It only takes a safety car now, I think, mate.
Oh my word, Spanias nearly put the rear of his car in the walls. Fitty pits as well. They've not really getting away from the 2 GFO drivers. There they are. What a great shot. GFO fans, if you're out there, this is a great moment for your boys. Currently locking out pretty much the top 4.
They have been there. They have been there. Was it last night that was all there as well?
They were. Sadly, it went wrong for them. But look at Yor and Slim right behind as well. Great battles. Look at this. The first 6.
We've got them back together again. I think Steve will wait for the DRS down the back straight.
Slim may have a chance on Yor here. In fact, they're all tucked up behind Collectos. This could get interesting. I wonder the Greek drivers are trying to help out Spanias in front and hold this pack up as Alpumut pits. And Slim's got a great run. Oh my word! There's a car in the wall of champions. It's one of the GFO boys. I think it was Mike, and it's been passed by Slim. Slim might get them both here because the Greek driver's got damage. They make a bit of contact, and a bit more contact. The GFO driver's struggling with the front wing damage, and Yor might get back forward.
Great drive out from Yor then.
Oh, no. Slim does pass him. Great drive by all of them. I tell you what, well done to GFO Mike. GFO Mike backed out of that.
Yeah, it looked like he did back out of that.
Side. because that could have been nasty, and that is brilliant racecraft from the GFO driver and from Yor, who avoided Slim coming out of Mike's toe. That is great driving.
As they say, has checked out.
4 seconds, because Alpimat's come out right behind the back of Steve. Lucas has benefited from the pit stops. He's now starting to pass drivers. Well, undercut could be big. I wonder if Spanias and Slim will stop this time by.
On board with
Steve
Spanias.
right behind the back of Sprint.
Would you pit there, or would you carry on?
You've got to respond to what's going on track, and if that rain is going to come in soon, you want to be on the mediums till when the rain comes. Collectos, 3 second penalty. Yeah. That could be costly because he's just pitted, of course. Lucas jumped in.
Got to be a 5 second spent penalty. He went in full throttle there. I think has he done that to get the 5 seconds?
And Yor's done it as well. Spanias and Yor 5 second penalty for speeding in the pits, and Slim lead. And it's a Zenith 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna choke it in. Well, it lasts. What a fantastic Slim from Dan Murphy from Simo. They get to pit. They're still on the soft tyres, but a bit of clear track now. Are the rest of them in traffic? They are. Look, Spanias might jump Alpimat and has. Alpimat stuck behind Sprint. It's not worked out for him.
I wonder if that's a strategy call, bolting into the pits. Does it negate the 5 seconds?
Change. Well, Spanias would have come out surely behind if he'd served the penalty. I don't know if he served it or not.
He won't do. He'll serve
Jamie
it
had changed his front wing. Oh, and S. Graham on the grass, and Lucas gets through around the outside. That's crucial, so now he can catch the back up of Yor.
Steve Yor dropped to the back. Has he pitted? He has. He must have done. He's on mediums.
Steve pitted. Steve did pit. Let's have a look at the graphic of who has pitted. As there you go. So Spanias, Alpimat, Sprint hasn't stopped. Then Yor and Lucas. I wonder if Slim and Co will pit this time by. Slim is in. Dan Murphy goes on, and so does Simo. Simo's got damage as well, of course. So he's had a prang somewhere. Mavros pits for the GFO boys as well. Big Virgil doing a good job in third. Big Virgil on the medium tyres, of course.
The GFO fan club are in. According to the YouTube comments, we've got Greek Formula 1 that says that GFO fan club are here.
Great stuff. Great to have everybody on board. If you're watching, where are you watching from? Who are you supporting? Slim being sure out the pits. All this side by side. Slim may have the better traction. Where is Yor? Yor tucks in behind. Slim just gets out in front.
Oh, Yor goes on the inside of Slim. Or is that the famous Yor
yellow flags
lag?
in sector 1, Matt, and it's Mavros. Mavros off the road. It's turn 2. Rejoins. He just come up the pits actually, so that's not worked out for Mavros.
Yeah, sticking on with Yor because he looks determined to get past Slim.
Yeah, and they're right behind Sprint as well, who is yet to stop. Lucas has been passed by Collectos. Yeah, Greek driver. All Greek battle there. Slim will wait for the DRS, or is he going to wait for DRS? Sprint, I think, gets out the way, goes around the outside. Slim has... I think Sprint's got the DRS there. We'll find out in any second now. Yes! No, Slim got it.
Slim got it, and so did Yor behind.
Dan Murphy pits. Oh, 5 second penalties. Good law coming in. Spanios fastest lap. Simo and Dan Murphy in the pits. New front wing for Simo. Did he save his 5 second penalty as well?
No,
I wonder.
I don't think he did, mate. I think we'll be saving him next.
That's when the rain
going to play hard if we get a late safety car for them 5 second penalties we'll see him picked up tonight.
Yeah, that could really play a big part. GFO 1-2. Take that in, GFO boys. Great to see. Big Virgil on the medium tyres hasn't stopped ahead of Spanias. I think he'll let Spanias go relatively easy, and Spanias has a 3 second lead over Alpimat. Spanias could be on for 2 and 2 here. Here comes the move now. Big Virtual indeed does let him go as Kvyat picks up a penalty, and Alpimat now will be next to pass Big Virgil. Slim 4 seconds back with Yor right behind him. Sprint doing a great job there in 6th place ahead of Collectos. Dan Murphy's past Lucas now.
Big Virgil going to play the team game if Alpimat gets behind him, do you think?
He's on the mediums. Surely he's got to. Big Virgil is on the mediums. He's still got to stop, as has Sprint. Lucas has lost a lot of time. He was ahead of Collectos. He's now behind Dan Murphy as Collectos jumps Sprint, and Slimbo picks up a penalty. I said specifically watch out for these penalties before the race in chat. Matt, look at GFO.
Yeah,
4 cars in the top 10.
4 cars in the top 10.
They're having an absolutely fantastic outing.
After the first race in Australia, you wouldn't have
No,
completely changing grid as well.
After the first race. Great battle here, Matt, between Kvyat, Himkal, Fisico and Steve. And in fact, the two IRC boys are side by side. Fisi getting past Himkal. Simo penalty, come on, boys.
What a shot that was.
Dan Murphy re-passing Lucas. They're still side by side with DRS trying to work together up as I hope. Although Dan Murphy got a little bit crossed up there. Simo's going backwards. We've got a great battle here between Graham, Jamie, Sammy and Simo.
Yeah, I'm just
and Graham is yet to stop.
I'm bored with Dan Murphy. Looks like he's lining a move up on sprint with IRC.
Should have the move done here with the DRS. Alpiamut right behind the back of Big Virtual.
Oh, Dan Murphy goes onto the grass.
He got a bit crossed up with what Sprint was doing there. Lucas may take advantage and does. Oh my word, a heart in the mouth moment there as Jamie 1 passes Graham, and we've got all side by side T Sammy. Will he have a go at Jamie as well? Thinks better off it. Lucas passes Sprint.
Oh, contact. I think Dan Murphy ran up the back of Sprint. I'm not.
Sprint struggling on those old tyres now, of course. Dan Murphy eager to follow Lucas through. On board with the English driver. Hasn't got front wing damage, thankfully.
No, he hasn't.
Sprint defending, but Dan Murphy now down the inside and gets the move done. Sprint's tyres could not hold on. Dan Murphy is up into 8th place. Can follow Lucas hopefully now up the field. Sprint 9th. Mike is for GFO right behind Jamie. That front wing really cost him that change. Graham has still got Simo. Simo has not quite had the rub of the green, trying to get past the tyres. The car struggling on the old tyres. Now he gets through up into 13th place. Now he can get on with his race. Orb King down 16th place. A bit of a surprise.
Yeah. I'm just in a state of shock at my guys at the 18th, 19th and 20th.
Oh, no! Contact, I presume, between Simo and Graham because Mavros has got them both. Graham still... Where is Graham? There's all going on down there. Fisico passing Kvyat. But I'm not sure what's happened back there. It's getting cloudier. It's getting darker. We're on lap 11 out of 35. Mike has passed Sprint.
As Graham pits.
As Graham will be happy to get rid of those tyres, no doubt about that. Spanias has a 4-second lead over Alpiamut. It's getting darker out there though. Are these... Oh, Jim. Come on. Are these medium tyre runners holding out for the rain? Big Virtual still out there. It's getting very dark and murky.
I hope not, because S. Graham has just put on the hard tyres.
Well, surely if it's going to rain, you'd put the mediums or softs on. That's an interesting one.
Unless it's not going to rain, unless the rain's just going to come at the very end.
Oh, Steve and Kvyat side by side. I think Steve's got the move done for 17th. On the DRL driver. Jamie 1 now catching Sprint and move up ahead. It's like Dan Murphy's all over the back of Lucas. They're side by side yet again. Great battle these two. Lucas, of course,
let him go. I think
we saw Lucas and Lennon have a great battle last night, following each other along on the slipstream and DRS. You're still right behind the back of Slim, who they have now caught big. Or actually, no, they haven't. They're still 2.5 seconds behind Big Virgil. And they're 6 seconds off the net. Well, 6 seconds behind Alpiamut. And Spanias has absolutely got at the front. The great driver having an absolute
we've not even mentioned him much, and he says he's nearly over 4 seconds in the lead.
And GFO picks up for their second win going. Slim and Yor. I tell you what, Slim and Yor could very well be championship contenders next season in Zenith. This could be a preview of what's to come next season in Zenith. Dan Murphy and Lucas and Mike still all nose to tail as well.
Jimmy wants catching Sprint. I think Sprint's had enough of them tyres. I think.
Yeah, is he holding for the rain? Or and Lucas could be in trouble here. He had a bad exit out the hairpin, and Mike may have a run at him. They've both got
the inside
DRS.
line as well. Yeah.
Did I say Lucas with damage? Down the inside goes GFO Mike, and through he goes. GFO on for some fun time. It's raining! It's raining! It's raining!
Yeah, I thought
Lucas penalty.
I thought I saw the rain when I saw Sprint coming around the hairpin. So that's maybe why Sprint's gone long.
Yeah, and Big Virtual. Wow, it could really play into the hands of Big Virtual. Although Slim has caught him. Here comes the rain. How heavy Is it going to be? Did some drivers prepare for the rain and go for a wetter setup?
Well, I hope my boys did.
Fissy Pitts, what's he putting on? Is he going for Inters? Dan Murphy penalty.
He has put Inters on us, Fizzy.
Inters.
I think he's nothing to lose there, has he?
Nothing to lose.
Worth a gamble.
Nothing to lose at all for the Englishman. Dan Murphy's lost a place to Mike. Mike's flying up. That's both Zenith boys. He's passed in a lap.
That could be a brave call from Fizzy, that. If he can just keep it on and get them tyres warm, well, keep them tyres as cool as he can.
As Slim's past Big Virgil, Jamie 1 and Sprinter side by side as well. Yellow flags at turn.
As Jamie gets past Sprint.
Jamie has passed Sprint. Sprint's done well to get his tyres to the end. To his as a big Virgil penalty. Penalties are starting to fly all over the place now. So when usually the drivers will pit with the DRS. Yeah, the DRS has not been disabled yet. That's when they usually wait. T Sammy picks up a penalty. Where is T Sammy?
P12
12th place.
Not bad recovery, but
Simo pits.
Is he going to try the wets, do you think?
Intermediates. Surely for Inters, but I feel it's too early. The DRS is still enabled at the moment. It's a new front wing. 5-second penalty, of course. And what
it is the Inters.
A really good qualifying. Good qualifying for Simo. He's got a backwards 5-second penalty now being served, and a new front wing and intermediates. He needs that rain to get heavier. He needs that DRS to be disabled ASAP.
Yeah, as does Fizzy, I think. I think Fizzy made... No, he won't jump in.
The rain looks very light. It's just spitting at the moment. Spanias has a 5-second lead over Alpine, who's 5 seconds ahead of Slim, who's got 1.8 over Yor. Yeah. Slim now can get his head down and go. Big Virgil, 5th, doing a great job on tyres, which are 15 lap old. They are absolutely knackered. And Collectos right behind him with Mike TM right behind them. Dan Murphy still right behind the GFO driver. Lucas is back right off. Oh, he's in the wall! He's in the wall!
Ooh, damage.
Oh, Lucas! Complete
no wing whatsoever.
Wing gone.
He's got to do a full lap as well.
He hit the curb on the wall of champions. Virtual safety car for the debris. Now, will cars pit now?
I don't think there's any...
Orb King dives in.
First, yeah.
Will Steve goes on. Wow, look at that front wing. Yeah, no wonder the virtual safety car has a big chunk of front wing on their start-finish straight being removed.
Is it wet? If it full safety car, then I'd have been tempted to pit him, Carl. No, not penalty for him, Carl.
DRS enabled. So the Inters may come in now.
No, that said enabled.
So now it's intermediate time.
I said enabled, not disabled.
Oh, who's queuing? Who's queuing? It's Hinkal. Hinkal was queuing behind Kavia, I think.
No, I don't think it was. No, man.
Fissy penalty for warnings, but a DRS message came up, and Spanias pits for intermediates. Alpumut went on. Does Slim go on? Yes, he does. Has Spanias made the right call here? Nobody else is pitting.
Yeah, I think we've just seen
the rain is getting heavier.
A medium runner sail past Fizzy there.
Mike pits. Oh, has Spanias? Did the GFO boys are gambling here? Inters again. The other guys are staying on the mediums.
Don't think it's quite Inters, mate, if I'm telling the truth.
Right, here's Spanias. Let's look at him. Dan Murphy's just passed him. Is Spanias going to struggle on those Inters? Will he recatch Dan Murphy or fall further behind? T. Sammy, Lucas. Lucas needs to pit. Needs a whole new nose section.
He's got to rain. It's got to rain quick for these Inters runners, I think.
Spanias is not been dropped by Dan Murphy. 1.9. Keep an eye on that gap between him and Dan Murphy. 1.9, 2.3. Yes, he is.
No, it's got to rain. It's got to rain quick.
2.5. He needs heavier rain than this. It could cost him the win as well because Alpumut he'll be lapping a lot quicker. T. Sammy passing Lucas down there in 13th place. 2 Greek drivers. This is a roll of the dice, isn't it? 3.3. Jamie's catched him quite quickly now, but Jamie will have to stop again.
It's not wet enough for me.
Fissy pits. Is he going to put slicks back on? What's Fissy going to do? Spanias now 4.5 behind Dan Murphy. Fissy's front wing damage. Oh, he's had an off somewhere. Back on the Inters he goes. New front wing. The rain is getting heavier. Alpumut stayed out.
Slim has stayed out. Slim has stayed out as well.
Slim's in traffic. A lot of traffic there as well. Looks like some of the IRC boys.
The will ghost.
And Simo, it's Himkarl. Simo about to be lapped as Himkarl struggling on the intermediate. The intermediate tyres are struggling, Matt, I think.
Yeah.
So who's on the inters? Let's have a look. We've got Spanias on inters, but he's now 6.4 behind Dan Murphy. Mike's on the inters. Steve now in the pits. Tisami, Lucas on inters. Kavia and
now could be a good time for
actually.
the inters. If you can get a good... If it comes down to the next lap, people are pitting now like Steve.
Lucas pits again for a new front wing. Wow, Lucas really struggling. Of course, Lucas has got no traction control, and I don't think he's ever raced with no traction control in the wet. So this could be...
They won't be used to driving in the wet, though, the Zenith boys.
The Zenith boys have no idea. They didn't do one race in the wet last season. So Spanias gap to Dan Murphy is now 8.2. As soon as that gap starts coming down, Slim pits.
And
So
Sprint
Slim taking
goes
the gamble.
on.
Sprint's tyres an 18 lap old. So Slim,
Yeah, you can
intermediates, he feels the time is now. I tell you what, Spanias gaps Dan Murphy is coming down. So is it a time for inters now? S. Graham pits for some new intermediates.
Just on board with Jim Sprint now, see if he pits now. It could be a good time. So we've just seen Steve Yo pit. No, it goes on.
Slim jumped Spanias. Slim has jumped Spanias, so it's not worked for the Greek driver at all. In fact, Spanias has made a mistake.
He's jumped him by a while as well.
Him.
He's jumped him by quite a bit.
I think Spanias has had an off. Jamie Wan now right behind him. The rain's getting heavier. Mike and Tisami pits again.
Yellow flag sector one. Looks like we've got
what is
damage.
going on?
Is it Sprint?
Tisami. This could be a front wing change for Tisami, Matt. It's not.
It's not. No.
Tisami back onto slicks.
Ooh, I like that.
Oh, there's a lot of gambles going on out there. This is...
Unless he's messed that one up.
Now, Jamie
We just don't know,
pass.
Dave. We just don't know what they're doing.
Really don't know. Slim... no, that's Dan Murphy being...
Jamie Wan spins it, coming out the hairpin on the...
Oh, my word, that could be costly for the Dutch driver. And he's stuck in the wall.
Yeah.
Oh, Jamie,
Seem to light the back tyres up then.
DRS disabled.
Disabled this time.
So why did it disable, enable, disable last?
Unless it was a VSC coming in. But
Slim's jumped down pivot. Slim could have the net lead here. Oh, has he?
No, he hasn't.
There he
No,
is.
Alpamut's just come out.
There he is. Slim has made up 5 seconds on the Turkish driver. Dan Murphy goes on. Spanias is down in 7th. It's not worked for him. And Spanias has pitted for hards. Why are drivers pitting dry tyres back on when it's getting wetter?
Is it getting wetter though, Dave?
Or are we getting the wrong messages?
Is it getting wetter? I wish somebody would tell us in the chat.
Because, as Mike picks up for spinning in the pits, but we got a message saying they're DRS enabled. Unless they read that as disabled, we got a message saying disabled. They got enabled. Unless they're getting different messages, I have no idea what is. Oh, someone's off. Kavia.
I'm seeing
No,
a
it's
lot.
Mavros.
I see T. Sammy's come back in. I think he made a mistake. I think that was a mistake.
Matt, it's raining
from T.
heavier. Matt,
it's a lot heavier.
It's raining a lot heavier now. I can't help but feel Spanias had made the wrong move here.
Tell you what, Sprint's done really well. He's come out in P11 and he has pitted finally. And Steve, the IRC boys, picking it back up again.
Here they come again. Here they come again. Dan Murphy pits, and so does Kolekos. Kolekos led the race. Slim right behind the back of Alpumut. Dan Murphy will put on a nice set of intermediate tyres as well.
Nice
Spanias on the hard tyres. Matt Spanias is dropping like a stone in gap.
He's got to pit again, hasn't he?
Jamie Wan will surely...
He does,
and
yeah.
here comes
Spanias does come pit.
Wow. It has turned on its head for the Cypriot. And what a shame.
So
in the pits, he'll lose a place to Jamie.
Leading by half a second to Slim.
Half a second to Slim, just fantastic. All of a sudden we've got...
Spanias has put mediums on.
This cannot be true. Oh no. Slim right behind Alpin. This race turned on its head.
Yeah, Spanias has put mediums on. I wonder if that's a T. Sammy mistake. It is, because he's gone straight on at 10. He's gone straight on at 10 too.
Oh, Jamie gets through into 7th. All of a sudden, Zenith have 3 cars in the top 7. What is going on? And there goes Steve.
Sails past him, if we're honest.
Oh, Spanias. It's...
Yeah, that is a
It's
major
gone.
error that.
Well, we've seen drivers put on wet tyres, of course, by mistake when it's dry, but he's not only that, he's put on 10-lap old mediums.
You know what we want now, Dave?
Safety car?
No, want that rain to dry up now.
Well, if it's 3 bars, it could get heavier, and then the full wets may be needed. Simo down in 17th place. His race has gone from bad to worse. In the meantime, Alpumut just ahead of Slim by 0.3 of a second. No DRS, of course, now.
Of course, we've got Slim to penalty. I've not seen Alpumut's name pop up with a penalty.
No, I haven't. I've got a feeling Big Virgil and Collectos has a few penalties. Dan Murphy's name has not popped up.
It never does it?
Nor is your. Dan Murphy's super consistent. He could be on for a sneaky podium. Dan Murphy enjoys the wet as well. Can we get a new league winner? We've had DRL in round 1. We had GFO in round 2. Can Slim get past Alpumut? Great battle this.
Yeah, I'm on board. I'm staying on board with this one for a bit.
Yeah, this is the one to watch. Oh, that back marker.
Hey, it'll ghost. It'll ghost.
It's him, Carl, I think. Gets out the way. Spanias pits now, puts on the inters. That is gutting for Spanias. Absolutely, he could even be lapped. Wow, I got a feel for him because he had checked out at the front. He had this race in the bag. And he's down in 15th and about to be lapped. Slim right behind Alpumut. This is the closest. In fact, Mavros right behind Steen. I think lining up a move, and Dan Murphy right behind Big Virgil. Big Virgil got those mediums all the way to when it rained and got it perfect, didn't he?
He's played right into his hands, similar to Sprint. He looked like he was sinking like stone.
Oh, Mavros and Steve. Mavros and Steve down the inside goes Mavros. Steve holds the outside. Good racing between the two drivers, GFO and IRC here. Sprint in the background having another stellar race. He's had 2.5 so far. Really good races. Lap 22 of 35, and Mavros down the inside of Steve. I think he should get this
got to
move
give that one done.
And does.
Gets to drive back off the corner though to come on back onto him.
This is a great battle. Steve will have the inside
from
now.
Mavros and Steve gets a place back.
It just shows how true. Oh, and nearly right into the back of him. Just got on the brakes in time. GFO in for a fantastic haul of points, and Dan Murphy right behind the back of Big Virgil. Yours going backwards a little bit. Spanias penalty. He just wants to get out of here, I think. What a bizarre 5 laps that man has had. Led comfortably, and now 15th as Dan Murphy could be lining up the back of Big Virgil here. They've dropped dramatically from Collectos. I wonder if Big Virgil doing a little bit of a job here for his Greek counterpart.
It's coming up that time, isn't it? The gap between Big Virgil and Collectos.
Yours off, and rejoins to avoid a penalty, but he's lost a ton of time at the final chicane.
No damage, no damage on your.
No, he just got it wrong. He didn't hit the wall of champions. He went on the inside curb and went the long way around to avoid the penalty. Slim still just within a second of Alpumut. Tougher to pass in the rain. Sprint now right behind Mavros. So Mavros has lost the back, and so is Orb King. 3-car battle here for 9th.
Orb King goes on the inside of Sprint. Is he going to make it? No.
He doesn't make it stick. Sprint holds on well. Orb King right behind. Mike Lucas 13th.
It's turned into a race of what could have been when you go down the likes of 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, isn't it?
And
15th, Spanias.
Got to give these guys credit for no dive bombs in the way they're taking this. Not one retirement. The conditions are horrible out there now. They'll probably have mainly dry setups, and nobody taking a big risk. They don't want to end each other's races. A lot of respect going on out there right now. Dan Murphy now may have to move on Big Virgil. Getting closer. Simo's passed by Kavia as here goes
Big Virgil's inside, doesn't he?
Held on well. 3-second time penalty Big Virgil though.
He did cut the chicane.
But they're losing 2 seconds a lap to Collectos. It's costing them massive. Big Virgil seems to be struggling in these conditions, and Dan Murphy.
It's costing Dan Murphy because it does look like he's in a rush to get past him.
Could cost him a podium. All King penalty as he passes Sprint. They're still side by side out the hairpin. Mavros has re-caught the back of Stee as well. Watch out for that one. No safety car either, surprisingly. There we go. Double two moves here. Mavros.
Slimbo, another. Was that Slimbo penalty as well? It
Yeah,
was, wasn't
Slim
it?
penalty. That could cost him the win.
Could cost him second as well.
It's going to be the same thing in the drivers' briefing.
Dan Murphy's
penalties.
punchy behind Big Virgil. He needs to get past him. I think with DRS he'd sail past him. But
Yours caught them as well. This will be frustrating for Dan Murphy. Slim's dropped 1.6 behind Alpumut, who's with 11 laps to go. Looks pretty comfortable. We saw Spanias in that position, and he dropped all the way back. Now, will Dan Murphy get the move done now? The thing is, Big Virgil's got a lot of straight line speed, which you can tell because he's compromising the corners, but down the straight he's got enough to keep ahead of Dan Murphy. Dan Murphy's got to be clever here.
We've got Simo behind Kvyat, but it looks
Kvyat,
like
yeah, he got past about a lap ago, I think, Kvyat. As another jinx. So Big Virgil just ahead of Dan Murphy.
on Saturday night, Dave, you just take the night off and your boys won't get a penalty at all.
Yeah.
Well, no,
problem for Dan Murphy here. Yours not one to hang around, and he will put a move in if he sees a gap. As I thought he was going to do there.
Yeah, I just see Simo and the torpedo. I think again Simo's punchy. He needs to get past him. I know it's only for P16, 17, but
Dan Murphy staying very, very patient. The conditions, don't forget, and Simo passes Kvyat, so Simo up to 16th. And now Yor might have a move here at Dan Murphy. This is what I was saying. Yor does not hang around. If he sees a gap, he'll go
Dan Murphy holds the inside, yeah.
I
think the GFO boy there helped a bit.
But there goes Yor. Yor has done it. Or has he? No, he tucks him behind. Simo is out. Simo's out. And he's done it. I can't see where he's done it. Your passes, Dan Murphy. There we go.
I think he's done it into the chicane, into the back straight, into the start-finish straight.
No safety car, just
no, he's done it at turn 1. He's done a Massa and Perez.
And that is bad news for Simo. Yellow flags are in. That is exactly what I'm saying about Yor. If Yor sees a gap, he'll take it with 2 hands. And he's done that, and I can see Yor getting past Big Virgil pretty soon. Jamie penalty. I know he's got a big gap to Steve. Steve's got Mavros still right behind him as well with Sprint and Mike.
And Mavros tucked in between a lot of them.
I've not seen Steve's name pop up for too many penalties. No Sprint, so yet again.
Sprint. The only IRC boy I've seen is T. Sammy's name pop up.
T. Sammy, are you a bit surprised with T. Sammy? 14th, hasn't quite the Super League. Oh, Matt, we've got Sprint off.
Oh, no, don't say that.
Sprint and Mike T just interlock wheels. I think they just met in the middle of the apex. You're now right behind the back of Big Virgil.
Yeah, going back to what you said about T. Sammy, I mean, it's his last race for the IRC tonight, so in this event. So yeah, he's been a bit disappointed with himself.
Just hasn't had the rub of the green.
Somewhat, I wouldn't say shown up by like Sprint and Steve, but certainly put in his place. It serves well for us next year.
Certainly does. I tell you what, the IRC Super League Championship could be an absolute humdinger.
That's man.
Steve could very well be the man to.
Oh, he will be. He's got to be the man to beat next year.
So Alpumut leads by 1.6 seconds. Slim has penalties. This should be victory number 2 for DRL. And they should. DRL have 1st and 5th, and that is an 10th with Orb King as it stands. Zenith have 2nd, 6th, 7th. And 6th, 7th. I thought we had more than that. Yeah. GFO have 3rd, 4th, and 9th, and IRC have 8th with Steo currently. So 3 each for GFO, DRL, and Zenith. As this could be a move by Yor and Big Virgil. Big Virgil is defending fantastically, I've got to say.
Yeah, I think the first 2 races we've had all 4 leagues in the points, haven't we? Well, obviously we have because of our score, but
yep. We should get that again tonight. Steve's got still defending Steve from Orb King and Mavros and Mike.
On board with Orb King, we've not mentioned him much tonight.
No, he's had I've only seen his name pop. Old King's on 12 lap old intermediates, so his tyres may start to struggle soon.
Was he one of the early
Spanier
pitters?
standing 15th. So,
kind of in a bit of a lull, aren't we?
It's a little bit cautious.
Massive hit there from Mike and Mavros. The two JFO boys at the hairpin. I think it's Mike's lag, if I'm being honest.
There they are, yeah. So Mike right behind. So they've dropped Orb King. Sprint's lost a bit of time to these. Lucas, who would have wished that the rain never came. I think that's lag.
Yeah, we'll get off that.
Yeah, that's not. It's just back for fourth. It's nose to tail between Big Virgil, Yor and Dan Murphy. Dan Murphy again with no penalties, although they're now 15 seconds behind Collectos, who could pit Slim for second. That could get interesting.
Slim's slowly getting that gap up though. It's gone down. It's gone up from 4.8 to 5.4 in the last 2 laps. So I think Slim's pegging the gap to get that 6 seconds back. What he's got in penalties.
That rain's got heavier. I'll tell you what, that looks a lot heavier as Big Virgil again going defensive. Big Virgil really struggling in the corners where he's got such a slippery car and low downforce, but my word, his straight line speed is doing more than enough to keep him ahead of Yor and Dan Murphy. 20 seconds out of Jamie Wong.
Big Virgil, Yor and Dan Murphy within a second of each other.
It's a cracking battle this, but again, and I'll tell you what, there's a lull in the racing because the drivers have been totally respectful.
Yeah.
They're not making rash moves, they're not trying to take each other out, they're not gambling, they're all respecting each other, and they're racing properly as they would in real life.
It's almost like a league that have known each other years, and you've got to remember these guys have been put together within 3 days. You know, they're not battling inter-league, they're battling with different leagues, you know. It's not Slim, Jamie and Dan Murphy battling for P6, 7 and 8, it's 3 different leagues.
Nope. The majority of these are complete strangers to each other. Orb King right behind the back of Stee, with Mike right behind. Mavros has dropped back, so Sprint. I think Sprint's enjoying these wet conditions as much as Spanias passes T. Sammy. That's Cypriot on Greek down there for 14th and 15th place. Slim's caught Alpumut. Alpumut will be well aware of Slim's penalties though.
Oh, hang on, Dave. I just got a message off Mal. I might have to go. Oh, it's bloody football. Anyway, we're good.
Slim is absolutely hand the back. Alpumut got damage. Slim's made up quite a lot of time now for them. Alpumut was saving Urs and just coasting to victory. Slim does have a 6.6 seconds to Collectos now, so that should see him in second place. Now Alpumut's got a full front wing. No damage there for the Turkish driver. 5 laps from victory. York still cannot bash Big Virtual, nor can Dan Murphy. Slim looking a little bit ragged. As Graham picks a penalty. Graham, 1 retirement, that is Simo. Great to see in these conditions as well. Not great to see Simo out, but just the 1 retirement considering the conditions and the track we're at as well. Is testament to all the drivers out there.
So yeah, it's been a...
Oh, Sprint's caught Mavros. Mavros has made a mistake somewhere. It looks like Sprint right behind the back of Mavros. There he is. It's for 12th place. Could 11th. It could be higher, pending penalties. Yellow flags in sector 1.
It's Mike. It's got Mike. Mike has spun it coming out of turn 2.
And that could be costly for GFO. He was in the points.
I'll tell you what, credit for him then as well for stopping and looking who was coming back on track. Not just
and someone else has spun it as well, Matt. Unless it was recovering Mike. That was recovering Mike. So apologies for that. So
that rain is definitely coming down faster though.
Yeah, that rain looks torrential. Carl Pitts now. Will he go to 4 wets?
I can't see 4 laps making a difference, mate, if I'm being totally honest.
No. On a track like Belgium, a big old track, maybe intermediates back on for him, Carl. But yeah, those conditions look absolutely horrific. Spanias and Lucas are fighting those. Oh, it's got messy here. That's Sprint, Spanias and Lucas all nose to tail, with Mavros just ahead. This is for the final points paying position. Spanias trying to get back through, of course. He was leading this race by such a long way.
Does get back through. Go on, Lucas, hold it out.
Oh, Luke. Spanias 5-second penalty for seeding track limits. That looked harsh, but
now
Lucas may have her own sprint. A Slim leads. Slimbo's taking the lead. Right, he might lose it again though. Alpine right behind him. Mike's out. That shouldn't be a safety car this late on.
Yeah, Alpine goes on the inside of Slim, turn 1.
Now, if Slim can find 6 seconds in 4 laps, he's got a chance. Mike put it in the pits to retire. So that's 1 GFO.
Alpine make a mistake
Zenith.
then because he had a 2-second lead.
Slim's been slowly hammering away at the lead.
He's got to go a second a lap, hasn't he? Mike has left the session.
Yeah, he needs to do some big laps here. He's
doing it. He's doing it.
Oh, another mistake. Spanias off the road. GFO, all of a sudden they're falling. Spanias waiting to rejoin the track. My word, it's just gone wrong for Spanias. Lucas now 12th, right behind the back of Sprint. So Mavros has got through. Mavros has got through up to 10th place now. Lucas looking racy. Orb King in the pits. Lucas looking racy on the back of Sprint. With T Sammy right in there. And yellow flags again at turn 1. Now
pits.
he's off.
Has he got damage?
Fissy's been off the road. No
Orb King's gone for full wets.
Full wets. These guys are struggling, Matt. Fissy's just been off. Another car off the road. There are cars going off absolutely everywhere. Slim leads by 7 tenths. Yeah, look, they can't get slowed down for the corners. 5-second penalties are flying in galore. They cannot get slowed down. Spanias has retired in the pits. He's done. What an awful shame for his race. They are struggling out there. Yellow flags again. Another off. Another off. Who is it? I think it's Fissy getting out the way. Himco penalty. Yellow flags galore now. The rain is coming down and they are struggling. Wet tyres. Oh, Spanias' DNF car.
Orb King has gone for the wets. Yeah, I've just T Sammy's around about 4 seconds.
Sprint holding on for dear life for that final point playing position. Yellow flags again. I tell you, Orb King is catching handover. I think Orb King may steal a point here. Who's off it? That's Spanias' DNF car still trying to work out where to retire because the garage wasn't good enough. So all of a sudden,
only
GFO
1.3 seconds behind. He must know Slim's penalties. Simo's left the session.
He was already out. He was already out. Simo was already out. Great battle here between Big Virtual. Dan Murphy's passed Yor. Dan Murphy has repassed Yor. So Dan Murphy back into 4th position, back into 5th position. Lucas has passed Sprint for 10th place. How can you ignore a blue flag when it goes to you? That's just ridiculous.
I think it's because you're the faster car, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just stupid. Lucas could steal a point here for Zenith. Fissy's going to put wet tyres on, I think. 2 laps to go. Slim lead, but however, he will not win with the penalties. And again, penalties are going to cost Zenith. Dan Murphy tucked it right behind Big Virtual. The rain is now as heavy as it could get. It is absolutely raining cats and dogs out there right now.
As T Sammy passes Sprint. Not seeing that one coming.
Sprint on 14 lap old intermediates. Orb King has caught them up, so yeah, the wet tyres are the way to go. There's more laps, I'm pretty sure. Most of these will be stopping for wet tyres. Slim may lose third, Matt. Collectos is now only 4 seconds behind Slim.
He will do. I've not seen Collectos' name pop up.
I haven't, and Lucas passes Mavros. So Lucas on a late charge now. It could bag him some points here.
It's not a very... I mean, I'll tell you what this is for on the league. The league right open, this at the top. Got what we got.
Is that Yor having a move? Yor and Dan Murphy side by side, and Yor gets through. Dan Murphy's
got the back on the inside.
Can he get the switch back? You're giving him a cigarette
just
paper
enough room, yeah.
Dan Murphy will respect that. I've not seen Yor's name pop up. This could be for genuinely 5th place. Virgil, I know, has got a penalty. Slim is on his final lap, but I've got a feeling he could be third at the end of all this. And he's in traffic.
Yeah, he's
trying to get through some ghost cars here.
It's off-putting, but at least you don't get damage.
Fissy, 5-second penalty for exceeding track limits. He's on wet tyres as well. Oh wow, all going on here, isn't it? What is going on? Of course, those cars in front, bumper cars out there.
There's lapped cars in.
This is playing into Collector's hands here. It's really hurting Slim down to
if
the hairpin. He goes
Alpamutke's name has popped
final
up,
time.
this could be J4 Collectus' win. I think we're safe with the top three. I think we're safe with the top three,
yeah,
but in what order?
This is your podium, but in what order? And I've got a feeling Slim's going to drop on the third. It could be a win for Alpamut and DRL's second win. Final time down the back straight now. So here comes Slim. Collector's done a fantastic job in the final stages. Slim around the final champions is going to cross the line in first, but it may not be the win. The round 3 winner is going to be... It is
Alpamut. And Slim holds on to second.
Did have penalties.
A lot of
Slim
seconds.
Finishes second. Oh, and Sprint got lapped, which means he won't get a point. Big Virgil's going to... Well, where's he going to finish? I think Yor may get 4th. Dan Murphy may get 5th. What they're going to cross the order in. So it's DRL from Zenith from GFO, and we're going to have...
Yor jumps to 4th.
Yes,
Dan Murphy
it
jumps
is.
to 5th.
Yor 4th. So then we've got DRL, Zenith and GFO again. So it's... and then we've got Zenith of Jamie 1. Recovery drive from Jamie 1. I think he'll take that. 7th place for Jamie 1. Steve's going to round it in 8th, and Lucas is going to score points. What a recovery drive from him. So Zenith will have 4 cars in the points.
Yeah.
So it's DRL with the win. So Zenith have 4. DRL have 2.
2.
However, 2 of them are in the top 4, and GFO will have 3. With IRC and Steve scoring
1.
a point.
No, more than, well, at 1 in the top 10, yeah.
Steve, good recovery drive. Lucas, good recovery drive as well. Lost his front wing completely in the Wall of Champions. He will come over the line, I think, to score 9th, or Mavros done him on penalties? The answer is no. So, yes, Lucas 9th, Mavros 10th. We got excited about the rain coming down.
Yeah, and then it caused a bit of a lull, I think.
Yeah,
not a lull, but
again,
there wasn't the close racing what we was expecting.
But it was very respectable.
No,
and the credit to the drivers. Credit to the drivers. The drivers gave each other room, clean racing, and wanted to finish in the points for their leagues. I think if that was a league race, you may have seen a bit more. However, playing a team game, and that
it had a feel of a league race to me. You know, the close racing, no contact, good, clean, competitive, a lot of respect. Like these guys have known each other years.
Collectors had 14 seconds of penalty, so Slim comfortably second place in the end.
I need to take a picture. I need to take a picture of that.
DRL for Alpamut from Slim in second for Zenith. Collectos, good race. He started 5th place, 3rd for GFO, and DRL again with Euro in 5th. Dan Murphy 4th. Dan Murphy 5th for Zenith. Big Virtue had a great race, 12th place. I said Dan Murphy, in fact. So GFO was 6th, then Zenith 7th, IRC, good result for Steve there in 8th, Lucas for Zenith in 9th, and Mavros with an absolute hat for their penalties in 10th. However, Sprint unfortunately got lapped, which means he misses out for
I think
IRC
he would have got the point as well
Sammy.
on penalties.
Yeah, again, that's the 3rd race running that Sprint has not picked up a penalty. Credit to Sprint as we are joined by Slim, runner-up. I'm going to say provisional because all the results are provisional at the moment. Slim, where do we go with that one, Slim? How do you feel on that one? The penalties cost you the win. You seem to be better in the wet conditions than you did in the dry conditions.
Yeah, that surprised me a bit. It was around lap 25 and it just sort of clicked that, oh, this is how I can go a bit faster. So, yeah, you did that, caught him up, overtook him. Bit hairy, I would say. Got a bit sideways on the brakes in the wet, so went a bit wide. That let.
We saw you go backwards at the well. It looked a really slow start. Did that? How do you say it, Dave? Got it. Disabled, yeah. I wonder if we're getting confused, Dave, when it come out on the VSC, because it enables itself again, doesn't it? Kicking yourself with a penalty, Slim, or was it? Pick up penalties.